Good afternoon, I'm Callie Mundy with Money Fitness and Health. I am a NASM certified personal trainer and Yoga Fit certified instructor. And today we're going to be doing chair yoga, a 30-minute easy beginner's workout for yoga to get you into it using a chair. What you'll need today is a chair with a high back, preferably a fairly low chair. You can use a mat if you decide to do any of the poses on the actual floor without the chair. But other than that, maybe a water bottle. These are the poses that we're going to be going over today. Mountain, cat-cow, hip circles, ankle to knee, neck stretches, wrist and shoulder, and then a sun salutation from the chair where we do the warrior series, warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse, as well as goddess with a twist, and then we'll finish in a forward fold. So, when you're ready, I'm going to show you the poses, and then we're going to actually do the workout. So starting at the top of our list, mountain pose simply means you're going to be sitting in your chair. You do want your butt on the end of the chair, nice and tall, nice elongated spine, and this is our mountain pose. We'll do an arms overhead. You scoot down, inhale, and exhale, and return to mountain. Moving on to cat and cow, placing the hands on the knees. You're going to inhale and arch your back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arch. Exhale, fold forward. Also from this position, we're going to be doing hip circles, where you're basically going to take one hip bone and then the second around in a circular motion without moving the upper body. So you'll go one direction for 5, stop, and then go the other direction for 5. From here, we'll do hip and ankle stretch, placing one foot over the other knee, and you gently want to lean forward, placing a little bit of pressure on that knee, and you should feel a nice stretch through the back of the thigh. Coming back up, and then you'll simply reverse that pose, so bringing the opposite foot up and pressing down on the left side or using your body weight. A gentle stretch is all we need here to feel it in the hip blades. Moving on to ankles, wrists, and shoulders. I'm sorry. Now we're going to move into neck, shoulder, and wrist stretches as a warm-up. With our neck stretches, you're simply going to place the opposite hand over the head and stretch the ear to the shoulder. And then gently release another side. For our wrist stretches, you're going to place the hand away from yourself, pull the fingertips back. You'll place the fingertips down and pull. And then you'll flip the hand upside down and pull the fingers towards yourself. Same thing on the other hand. For a sun salutation, all we'll be starting in is the mountain pose. From here we inhale. We exhale into a forward fold. So fall forward with a flat back and then roll it forward. Breathe. Then we reverse swan, so we look up first, reverse the hands, and coming back into mountain. From this pose, we'll move into warrior 1, warrior 2, and reverse. So, for warrior 1, you're going to be facing sideways on the chair, place the thigh on the chair. Wherever you're comfortable, the back leg goes back as straight as you can. The heel is up off the ground. This is a high lunge. If you want to take this to the next level, you simply raise your body off the chair, and it's there for help. Warrior 1, from the back leg, you rotate the ankles down, and keep the hips that direction, and the arms go overhead. Warrior 2, we open up towards ourselves, and then reverse warrior, we drop, and gently go to the rear. If at any time you feel any pinching, stabbing pain, you simply need to pause what you're doing and come back to it. And then we would simply turn around and come back the other way. The last pose that we'll do is called Goddess with a Twist. So you'll be sitting on the front of your chair again. You're going to spread your feet as wide as you can comfortably. Toes are out. And we're going to take our arms out in a Warrior Two fashion, but we're going to rotate down to the floor as much as we can, and then face the opposite hand and foot to the mirror, or to the sky, trying to stack those shoulders. And breathe. And then you would gently come up and back to mountain, and then we would return on the opposite side. So that's the sequence of events we're going to do. Now that you've learned them, you'll be able to do them a little bit quicker in the flow that we're going to be doing in here in just a second. And we're ready for our flow. So starting at the front of your chair, in mountain. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, back to mountain. Again, inhale. Exhale. Again, arms overhead. Inhale. Hold this position and gently stretch to one side and breathe. Returning to center. Exhale. Back to mountain. Inhale, other side. Gently release to the other side. A couple breaths here. Turning back to center. Inhale. Exhale to mountain. We're going to go into our neck, shoulder, wrist stretches. So from here, we're going to gently take the head to the right for 2 breaths. And switch sides, left. Good, chin to chest. You can gently press if you like. Good. Arm and shoulder stretch. You can take one arm over the other. Pull that shoulder. Switch sides. Good. Wrist stretches. Stop. Pull the fingertips backwards towards you. Now down. And now flip your wrist upside down and pull the fingertips underneath towards you. We're going to repeat on the other side. Palm out first, pull the fingers back. Down, pulling the wrist. Flip the hand upside down. Underneath, pull the fingers back. Good. Relax, coming back to center on your chair. We're going to work down into the hips and then the knees. So for the hips, we're going to do the hip circles. 5 to one direction, 5 to the other. Doesn't matter which direction you start in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. We're going to put one foot over the other knee. And we're going to lean in and press for 3 breaths. Each time you exhale, try and get a little bit deeper of a stretch. Good. Gently come up, switch legs, get your stretch, gently lean forward. 3 breaths here. Good. Gently bring the knee down. We're going to do a back twist. So we're starting in mountain, arms overhead, big inhale. And as we exhale, I want you to twist to the side, use the chair if you need to, hand on the knee, and do a spinal twist. Keep the shoulders down, keep the spine lengthened, and gently twist to one side. One more breath. Gently release. Again, from mountain, arms overhead, inhale. Exhale into a twist. Grab the chair if you need to. Hold your knee and twist. Coming back to mountain. From here, we're going to place our hands on our knees and do cat and cow. We're going to do this exercise 3 times. So we're going to inhale, arch the back, exhale, round. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. We're ready to start our flow. Move your chair to a nice, comfortable, safe position. We're going to start in the front part, mountain position in our chair. On the next inhale, arms overhead. Flat back, forward fold. One breath here. Reverse swan dive, look up. Again, overhead. Swan dive, flat back, forward fold. One breath. Reverse swan dive, inhale. And exhale into mountain. This time we're going to add the twist. Arms overhead. Exhale into a side twist. Use the chair. One breath. Back to mountain. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale into twist. One breath here. Back to mountain. Good. We're going to gently turn sideways on our chair into a high lunge position. Imagine pushing both feet away from each other, and we're going to stay in mountain. If you can, raise yourself off the chair just a little to feel a burn in the legs. Breathe. Good. Relax the back leg, bring it together. Arms overhead. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Mountain. Good. Stand up. Turn around. High lunge position. Back leg is straight. Hips are forward. If you can, come off that chair just enough to feel a burn in the legs. Hold. Keep breathing. Good. Relax the back leg, bring it together. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan. Exhale here. Good. Switch back around again. This time we're going to add warrior 1 to the equation. High lunge position. Good. Come off the chair if you're able. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, I want you to drop that back heel down. Keep the hips facing this direction and the arms overhead. Good. Rotate the ankle back up so you're on your ball of your foot. Back to mountain. Relax. Feet together. Stand up. Other side. High lunge. Come off the chair if you're able. Arms overhead. Drop that back heel down. Try and keep the hips towards the front. Breathe. I'm having a little trouble keeping my heel down, and that's okay. You do what you're able to do. Inhale, come back up on the ball, so we're back at a high lunge. Exhale, back together. Good. Stand up, come back around. We're going to add reverse warrior onto this pose now. High lunge. Arms overhead. Open the arms, drop the toe in the back, or the heel in the back. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Open up towards me, arms at your side for warrior two. Inhale, exhale, reverse, and take that hand overhead. Exhale. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, turn back to the front. Warrior one, high lunge, sit down on the chair, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan. Back to mountain. Stand up. Switch sides. High lunge. Come off the chair if you're able. Arms overhead. Open. Drop the heel. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Open up towards me. Warrior two on the opposite side. Inhale. Reverse. Inhale. Back to warrior two. Exhale. Drop back to warrior one. And lunge. Bring the feet back together. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, mountain. Good. Returning to center. Arms overhead. Breathe. We're going to stretch to one side. Inhale. Stretch to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, open up for the twist. Stay right here. Inhale. Open up, twist, other side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. We're going to do a seated twist. From this position, you're going to put your elbow that's away from me on the closest knees. You're going to go cross. So mine is my right knee, my right elbow to my left knee. Keep your mountain position, and then push your shoulders and chest open and look towards the sky. And breathe. Preferably breathing in and out through the nose. It cleanses and purifies and warms up the air before it gets to our hearts and lungs. Good. Gently come back up. Breathe, and we're going to drop down to the other side. Open and open that chest and shoulders. Good. Gently coming back up. And last pose we're going to go back into is the goddess with a twist. So this is the pose that you're going to open your feet nice and wide. Get as far as you can on the chair that you feel comfortable. You don't want to be falling off. You want nice and wide. I do want your knees over ankles, sitting tall. Starting here, imagine pulling the hips open. We're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale into mountain two arms, warrior two arms. And now we're gently just going to twist our torso and take that one arm down to the floor and the other one straight to the ceiling, and look up to the ceiling and breathe. You don't want to put any weight on the hand that's on the ground. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, open. Take this other hand down to the ground. Keep those legs activated. Imagine those toes trying to grip in opposite directions. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back to return. Good. Last thing I'd like to do is focus on our breathing before we quit today. So I want you to close your eyes. Nice, good mountain pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Big breath. Inhale, arms overhead. Good. Drop one arm and gently twist to one side, looking up through that elbow of the high arm. Good. Relax down. Arms overhead. And dropping the opposite arm. Stretch in that torso. Exhale it down. Last we're going to do is a balance pose. So it's a version of eagle. So I want you to take your arms and put one elbow over the other, and then try to wrap your palms together. What this does is opens up the shoulders and the upper back. So only get as far as you can. But we're going to hold this pose away from the body. And if you feel like you want to take it to the next level, simply raise a foot to activate the abs. Gently set it down, gently unwind. Opposite arm over. Try for those palms, bring a foot off the ground, maybe even toe. Feel the shoulders open up. Good, and gently release. Face me, mountain pose, bow, namaste. I hope you've enjoyed this 30-minute chair yoga with Callie Mundy. Have a blessed day.